from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis, we are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. His first carry. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now Wentz. That's caught by his tight end, Kylan Granson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Wentz now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On play action, Wentz. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense this Week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. Because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not very much of an advantage. You might be playing well, not slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, it's Hines. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz. His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Catch made here by Campbell. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Wentz going to leave for Taylor on the option. And he takes it in for a quick score. Jonathan Taylor, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. It's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running from the gun with Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He dumps it off for Henry. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down at 5. They'll go option to the short side. And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. Mayfield off the play fake. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mayfield on play action. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Mike Vrabel saw him on the sideline. He didn't even hesitate. They will go for it on 4th. Mayfield with it once more. That's to his running back, complete. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Pulled it good on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we're in the middle part of this season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The third running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, third most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Wentz. Man open left side, it's Williams. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Diving is Hilton. He's got it. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Colts. Jonathan Taylor, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
23 yards on the play. They go play action. Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Mayfield. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And the Titans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. final play of the half, Mayfield. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Josh Reynolds, as time expires in the first half. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game on the final play of the first half. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. This will go to Henry out wide. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. A check down here for Henry. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. 4th down, Mayfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. This is Hines. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the 24, Wentz. And this is caught by Williams. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain. 2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around. Flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Carson Wentz with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives them a 1st down. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield now. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 22-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. There, the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line. Now Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. Touchdown! Cameron Benson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Hines. The former Steeler Bud Dupree in on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their step.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Now Wentz on third down. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Second and 10. Back near his goal line. Here's Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, it's Hines. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They run again with Hines. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Stand by them. Mike 20, Mike 20. Not today, you are. Not today. Mike 20, Mike 20. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Back to throw. Wentz. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
For the Colts field goal.
Blankenship's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield. He's got Henry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Mayfield to Henry. And that not at all what they were hoping for. He does stop the clock, but it eats up precious time and winds up losing yardage. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now Mayfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime. And because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Mayfield to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. One last shot from Mayfield here. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And did he catch it? He did! A touchdown! One of the most improbable finishes in recent history. They've won it on the final throw.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football.